Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the West East Podcast. My name is Amanda, and I am joined by the one and only Dr.Art. Hi, Dr. Art.
Hi, Amy.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. How's the weather in Mumbai?
It's as usual. You tell me.
As you... I'll tell you when I come back, but I think we're having the same weather as you guys. We are currently in a heat wave, so
Still, you are doing the episode, so I appreciate your, commitment.
we got to do it for the fans. We got a lot of views on the episode that just released. So thank you so much, everybody. If you took time to give it a listen, we love having these conversations. We hope you do too. And clearly, at least I think like 80 people were down for it. So I'm grateful for every listen. Thank you so much.
Me too. Me too. Like I told you, if you remember, I told you in the first episode, the once you get to know us, you will be hooked to us.
Yes. If you like what you're hearing, please subscribe.
Let us know.
Yeah, show some love. If you want to hear something else specific, you think, oh wow, I'd love to hear you guys talk about this topic, let us know in the comments. We're happy for it. But we'll let you know what we're talking about today. Are you feeling tough, Dr. Art? Are you feeling like maybe you could punch a shark in the face or something if you needed to?
I think so.
Folks, we're talking about Tomb Raider today. I don't know if I gave it away, if I was specific enough. There is a gif of Angelina Jolie punching a shark, and it's one of my favorite things of late. We're going to talk about the Tomb Raider movies. There's 3 of them with 2 different actresses playing the role. And we are just going to have a discussion about the female character, where the games came from, a little bit of the history. But yes, Angelina Jolie and Alicia Vikander are the 2 actresses that have played Tomb Raider, and many years apart. Angelina's movies started in like the early 2000s, and
2001.
yeah, 2000.
First one, I think.
Yeah, and Alicia's movie was like just a few years ago, 2018.
18.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah. So these are movies that came from video games. Do you play video games, Dr. Art?
Not me, but I have one person in my home who does, and he's crazy about this one.
Yes.
Do you know who?
I think I've met him. I think I've met him before. We're teasing, folks. We're talking about Shiv, Guru's brother and my husband, who's.
I still remember as a kid, we had PC, like we had desktop, and my dad used to bring the game CDs for him, and he used to make me sit and watch the while he's playing.
Well, that's commitment too, because you're talking like the 2000s, like before we had like halfway decent
He was 5 or
graphics.
6 at that time.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So like at the time, it was amazing whatever graphics came out, but when you look back now, you're like, oh wow, it pales in comparison. I've definitely been invited
Yeah.
to watch some video games being played, but I get the nice PS5 graphics where like it almost feels like VR. It's so real. And I'm not just mentioning that experience just 'cause the games. So Tomb Raider actually started as a video game. Did you know this? Is this one of the games
Yes.
that Shiv
Yes.
made you watch?
Because of Shiv, luckily because of Shiv, I know that. Yeah.
So, just like Uncharted, if you've ever seen Uncharted, which is an amazing, like a very, very nice looking game. But also, I enjoyed the movie. If they ever make it again, like we need to make this a thing that Nathan Fillion gets to play Nathan Drake, because he is just made for that role. And there is a fan-made version of Uncharted that people can go and watch on YouTube, where Nathan Fillion plays the role. But anyways, that's a sidebar conversation. Just to show you how passionate people can get about these characters when they come from a video game and they get made into a movie, right? So Tomb Raider was like a super like weird but cool game. And I found this interesting. Like, to me, it's interesting because you don't see a lot of like female action stars, right? So
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you again.
yeah.
that that was the first time I saw any female character in a game who was very like strong,
Yes.
like brave and strong.
Yeah, and in the movies, I feel like she carries that through. Like, if first of all, Angelina Jolie is the perfect person to play that role because she is so likable, charming. She's a great actress, but she very much has like she had that sort of like, oh gosh,
Vibe and physique, and you can
yeah,
say that. Yeah, I
yeah,
don't
like
know.
she almost looks like, I don't think she's a superficial person, but she looks like
She
she could play
embodied
one.
that character.
Yeah, absolutely,
Like when I saw her Mr. and Mrs. movie with
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that one also I was getting the vibe of the Tom Rider,
Yeah, that
because she has been fixed in my head for that character.
well, and I guess like that's to her credit that obviously she did a good job at the role, right? That you associate Tomb Raider with Lara Croft, like, or sorry, Tomb Raider with Lara Croft, Tomb Raider with Angelina
Angelina
Jolie.
Jolie.
Ooh, we are in a heat wave, folks. That is a definite yes to that. But yeah, that you would associate the actress with that role, right? That means obviously she did a great job. It's kind of like I feel like even though it came later in his career, a lot of people will probably just see like John Wick when they see Keanu Reeves now because those movies are so iconic
Same,
now.
same. Oh my God, same. For me, he is the John Wick.
Yes.
I cannot see anyone else.
Yeah. But I'm super excited to see that a movie was made about a female like action star in the early 2000s before all of this like hyper fixation on
Feminism.
gender. And
Yeah.
yeah, and again, I don't want to turn this into like a feminist conversation. I don't think you want to either, and start talking about the gender
No.
because we'll get lost in the rabbit hole.
Nope.
There are other YouTubers that have those conversations very, very well, but I definitely just think it's worth saying that the movie stands on its own, and you could have a male lead, a female lead. Like if Lara Croft was a male character, I would have enjoyed the movie just as much. The storyline doesn't depend on her being a woman,
Woman.
and
Yeah. And they didn't also, made fixated on that. That's what
exactly,
the like I like about that,
yes.
that they just let her be.
Yes. Yes. They make comments, obviously, like there's like a comment at the beginning, like a lady wouldn't do this, and she like cheekily says, like, you're right, a lady wouldn't do this. Like, so they obviously make a comment, on her being a woman, but
Yeah.
it's unavoidable, right? To like comment on who you are. I agree with you that there's not like a fixation. And then at the same time though, I really like her wardrobe is on point, her look is on point. She's not like overdone. I'm a little bit sick of like the superhero women who just get put in like those skin tight bodysuits. Like I'm not sure who came up with that idea, but like I've never worked out in a skin tight bodysuit. I've never thought about going out and about like that. Like it's just so unrealistic.
But in second part she has that kind of look at once. I think one point of time.
Yeah.
Maybe for the viewers, I think.
Or maybe it fits the scene. I'm trying to remember what scene that is, but it could have just fit the scene.
Yeah, it fit the scene actually because she was doing underwater like
Yes.
dive for the,
So
so it fits the
So it
scene.
makes sense to wear that
Yeah.
outfit, right? But other than that,
Yep.
like she's just kind of wearing like a tank top and like shorts. You
I stand corrected. Yep.
Yeah. No, but it's okay. It was a totally valid thing to say. I really really liked that about her. I also like too that the movies don't take themselves too seriously. There's a YouTube critic. His name is the Nostalgia Critic, and he does a lot of different reviews of different movies. But the Lara Croft one is one that I would recommend that people check out because he talks about this how the movie doesn't take itself too seriously. It's fun. There's a lot of things that happen in it that are just cool and you can't explain why. Like there's another movie Angelina Jolie did called uh Life or Something Like It.
Salt?
Life or Something Like It. She plays a reporter and
No.
she gets told that she's gonna die, and then she starts to like reevaluate her entire life. Is a very good movie, but like that movie had a lot of depth to it, and you're expecting that. I wasn't expecting that from Tomb Raider, so I just really enjoyed that it was just like
uh,
a fun action movie. But yeah, what
it's like imagination and you believe it.
Absolutely. Which is this exactly what a video game would have been in the 2000s anyways, because we weren't in the like hyper realism world that we're in with PS5 with all the ray tracing and like every blade of grass
Yeah.
is reimagined now, you know? So what about the new one? Have you seen the new one?
Yes, I have seen.
And I wanted to like kind of compare old to new. So like, what are your first impressions? I think Alicia did a good job, so I'm not gonna.
I think both the movies, old and new, has their own like importance, because when 2000s we were more into like, imagination and superhero vibes and all was so much. Like movies were made on the like not that much realistic, I think. They just wanted to show us the power and the stunts and all the cinematography and that. But right now, in plus that is the realism, like how much you correlate that being a human. So I think second part, I think like she is vulnerable also, she cries, she feels weak, and then yet powerful. So more real, like human and reality based. That's what I
Mm,
felt.
yeah, I agree. I'll tell you my 2 cents on it, which is that I don't like that approach as much, to be honest, because for me, movies
Mm-hmm.
should be larger than life. For me, it's like I'm
Mm.
not going to the movies to see something that I could just go, you know what I mean, outside my house and look at. Because then why am I in the movies? Why am I not just like experiencing life, right? It's my personal opinion, but I think that you're right in saying that it fits the times, and it absolutely fits the new video game because I've seen the newer Lara Croft video games, and there are like shot for shot cutouts that you could say like there's one moment where it's like an ice pick and she slides down and she just gets
Oh,
caught at the end, and
I
I'm like,
love
I
that
saw
one.
this happen in the video game, like I saw this in the video game. So it does a great job from that point. But for me, that what you just mentioned about the realism is the one thing that I felt like I lost, like that I really liked more about Angelina Jolie's version, but it was of a different time. You're spot on
Yeah,
about
like it was
your
so, she
evaluation.
used to make the whole stunts and whole being powerful, fierce, so like with ease,
Yeah, she's
like
like bungee
you could
jumping in her
believe that.
house,
Yeah,
like all this
she
crazy stuff.
and the her entrance always from the parachute, different
Yes.
different time. In the
Yeah.
second one, she does it on the jeep. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yes.
And the South Africa scenery they have shown, I love that part of the movie. Like the way they have shown all the animals and the way they are traveling. Oh my god, it's lovely.
In which one? In the second
Second
one.
one.
Oh yes. Yes.
So when they go to find, I don't want to give the spoilers, but when they go to find the,
Something.
yeah,
When they go there. Yeah. Yeah.
and different countries, charm and all that is very good in the first one
Yes.
and second one,
Yeah.
like the older movies.
Absolutely, absolutely. The newer movie was still good. Like it's not like I
Yeah,
still liked it. I thought it took me a little longer to get into it. I wasn't sure how much I could trust it. I was like, oh, what angle are they going to take? But I think that a lot of the way that they showed the character in the first two, they showed the character in the third one, and they added the layer
yeah,
that she's younger, right? So her dad's still alive. It's something newer to her. She hasn't accepted the like she's not as skilled. She's not fighting robots at the beginning like Angelina
yeah,
was,
yeah.
right?
She was more evolved in that one. Like she had her, she knew that who she was,
Yeah,
in that one.
in the first ones, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. So this is like a different time in the timeline. I also really liked is it Walton Goggins as the villain? He was very good. Every time I see him, like he always plays those characters where you're not sure if you can trust him at first. And it's really, I think only in like Sons of Anarchy I saw him play someone who was actually trying to like do good and was sort of in an impossible situation. I thought that he did a great job as the villain in the new one.
and the new one, I like, one scene. It always, when I think about the new one, it comes in my mind is the aeroplane one, where the rusty aeroplane is there and she landed on that and she runs toward it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love that
very
part.
good. I like that. I really like the end though, which I'm not gonna say because I don't want to give spoilers if no one's seen it. But let's just say, surprise, surprise, she has to try to escape something at
Yeah,
some point in the movie. It's really cool.
it's good. It's
Yes,
worth
yes.
watching
I want to
once,
make
at
like a
least.
Bollywood connection for a moment because the storyline certainly not like there's so many like this like a very like basic connection, but the character in the new one reminded me of the ladies in Jawan, SRK's Jawan with all those like
Hmm.
because she was so like she was young and she was a little bit lost in this new one, but man does she kick butt, and man does she like she's fighting for her family, and she's fighting for the right things, and you know nothing will stop her, and she's like adaptable, and she was all the right things, and it reminded me of those ladies. I really liked that about about Javon. That's I mean, we already did our SRK episode, so I'm sure we could do a million more SRK episodes, and I would totally be down. So I won't linger on him too long. But even though there were things about that movie that I found a little too outrageous, like out there, and I say that with love because I do love that movie. The best part of that movie for me was the ladies that he showcased and up like lifted and like sort of gave the spotlight to, right? That was very 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 cool. But anyway, sorry, Tomb Raider. Yes, this heat wave has got me
Back to
reminiscing.
Lara Croft. I was like, tell me what, like, apart from movie, apart from video game, when you see the persona of Lara Croft, what comes in your mind? Like, what all you think she is?
Brave, fearless, and I really like that she at the end of the day she's doing all of this for her father. Like she's doing it for herself, but loyal to her
Yeah.
family. I really 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 enjoyed that. Not just because like I think I've said it on a previous episode. My dad passed away, so for me it's like when I see those relationships, I immediately get sentimental. Yeah, like right away. But when my dad was alive, I would have been just as sad. If my dad watched the 2018 movie with me, he and I would have been crying at the end, like, and in any of those like father daughter scenes, he and I would have been crying together because he was a big tough guy with a big heart. So, but yeah, that was a really nice part. What about you? Same question.
Same, whatever you say, and add on that to, the way she was passionate about, like, determined about the things, even if it is going out of control, she will not quit that part. And the way she carried herself, styled presence, like no one has to, know her. She is there and people
Respect.
will give her the,
Yeah.
like, they have to see her because, as a child, maybe because as a child I was invisible, so
Uh,
I feel more connected to that. But it was good.
I like the
The courage, the fearlessness, the family, and the moral compass. Like she was archaeologist, so she could have gone for the fame and, money, but she chose the greater good over that.
like you can't help but not look at somebody when they're so operating from the right place. What I like about what you said too, because she's not an attention seeker. She's not trying to get people's attention. She's just handling her
That's
business.
what.
Like
Yeah.
that's respect.
But it's her vibe that notice,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
make people
absolutely.
notice her. I still remember the scene in the first one where she goes to meet one of the known person, and he was doing a bidding, and she
And
just
she ends
says
up
hi to
bidding for
him, and people
something.
consider
Yeah,
him as a, oh my god. And she was, and
yeah,
when someone else outbid her, she was relieved. I love that subtle
yeah.
part
That
of
that
that,
was good
in
acting,
that
good
movie.
humor. Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we kind of
Yeah,
went fast and furious, but I feel like we covered a lot of good ground. We don't. I don't want to linger and not leave anything for folks to put in the comments if they want. But I'll say as a final word for me, and then I'll give you the last word. Absolutely. I think that the coolest part
yep,
about Lara Croft as a movie is that it never needed to exist because the video game was popular, and the video game was like, how are you going to make this into a movie? But they did it anyways. They made it awesome. They got three movies already out of it.
they did it.
And you walk away with like a darn like cool role model for women, and just in general like a fun good action story. So that's like a hats off, applause, everything I want from an action movie. And I was like, I'm a big fan. And if you haven't seen these movies, go check them out. And if you haven't played the games, go play the games. What's your final word on that, Doctor?
So my final word is, we all want to be her. We all want to be like that person who is that, but We should remember that we don't have to dress up like her, we don't have to carry guns, or we don't have to be that adventurous or archaeologist, but in our real life we can be that person by just working on ourselves, like we have all that essence she has
Yeah.
in each woman or men. I think we can feel that power inside us, just we need to realize it and work on it.
There's a Lara Croft inside us all. I like that. I like that. Now I'm gonna. Now I get to pretend to like there's an Angelina Jolie inside me too. She's fabulous.
Sure, why
There
not?
you go. There you go.
We all
Vasudev
are connected.
Kutumbakam. Vasudev Kutumbakam. Beautiful. That's a beautiful last word. Folks, if you like Tomb Raider, let us know in the comments. Share your favorite scene or your favorite moment. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back at it again next week with another episode. But until then, say bye, Dr. Art.
Bye, Dr. Art.
Bye, everybody.
So one for my city, two for my city. God knows what I wouldn't do for my city. Three for my city, four for my city. No, I'm the one who'd go to war for my city. Five for my city, six is my city. Holla at me if y'all vibe with my city. Come try on my city, don't you lie in my city. Symbol of truth, I'll fight for my city.
The West East podcast is part of the We campaign, also known as Anti-East Indian Hate Campaign by Vairagya Entertainment. You can weigh in on the conversation in the meantime in our comments section or on our social media. You can also visit www.imshivam.net/w.e. Remember, Vasudev Kutumbakam. We are all one family. Until next time.